On Tuesday, April 1st, 2020, Alert's Internet Child Exploitation Unit conducted a search warrant at a Sherwood Park home. ICE arrested 32-year-old Richard Adamski and charged him with making, possessing, and distributing child pornography. The suspect is a civilian employee with the Edmonton Police Service. He has worked as an emergency communications officer. ICE has learned that the suspect was a volunteer with Scouts Canada in the Sherwood Park area. Both Edmonton Police Service and Scouts Canada have been fully cooperative with the investigation. Currently, we have no information to suggest that any children were offended upon. However, we encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and contact police. The investigation began just weeks earlier. ICE received a tip from the United States Department of Homeland Security about an unknown suspect being involved in online child sexual exploitation. The tip suggested the suspect was possibly employed in law enforcement. As the provincial unit in charge of investigating online offences related to child sexual exploitation, ICE acted quickly to identify the suspect to make the arrest. Sadly, these type of offenders can be found in all sorts of professions. A number of EPS members work in the ICE unit, and I can tell you it is very upsetting to have to investigate and arrest someone from your own organization. However, there's a great sense of relief that the suspect was caught. This arrest is a testament to the collaboration between law enforcement agencies. The internet knows no borders, and we are grateful for the international assistance from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. ICE will continue its investigation, beginning with complete forensic analysis of computers and electronic devices seized from the suspect's home. The suspect was released on bail. He was released on a number of court-imposed conditions and will be due back in court June 10th, 2020. Currently, at this time, through our investigation, there's nothing to suggest that there was any kids that were offended upon. But the investigation is still preliminary, and we're still going through Mr. Adamski's electronic devices. If people have more information about this file or have any concerns about their kids being in contact with the suspect, we ask them to report to their local police authority so investigation can start. I can't speak to if he's had any contact with the public. I'm not exactly sure the role of the dispatcher, but no, to my knowledge, he wouldn't have had any contact with any kids. Yeah, it's shocking and it's also sad. It's extremely difficult, especially when we have to investigate somebody from our home agency that's involved in these type of crimes, or anybody anywhere. So when we received the tip from Department of Homeland Security, we had a number of questions because we weren't sure where the suspect worked. He was claiming that he was working in law enforcement, so we had to identify where exactly he worked. Once that was done, we had some other investigative strategies that we needed to do to shore up, to make sure that we would have everything in line as far as our investigation and case strength to be able to go lay the charges that we did. Many of our investigations are worldwide, so this isn't unique for us to have the Department of Homeland Security reach out to us to ask us to deal with an investigation that falls into our boundaries in the northern part of Alberta. We've done a number of investigations with the US as well as other ICE units around the world and throughout Canada.